Facebook and the pictures. What are those pictures on the Facebook?
Oh God, Pa.
Why did I send you to Bombay? To study, not take such pictures and upload on that Facebook. Don't you know what is right, what is wrong?
I dropped my friend off at Carter Road in my car, and then I got down to catch a rickshaw for her. And then I stopped the rickshaw, and just before she got in, I gave her like a half a hug, and I gave her a peck on her cheek. And then just she got in the rickshaw, and she was going away when a policeman called me from behind.
There was torchlight flashed on our faces, and we were like, "Who are they? And why are they doing like this?" Soon we realized that there were two cops on the bike, beat cops.
Subordinate told me that something to the tune of अगर ज़्यादा argue करना है तो फिर थाने चलना पड़ेगा and all that. In the police station, I wasn't really taken over there for reasoning or speaking or discussions or anything like that. It was merely like a trap. You enter the police station and you have to pay 1,200 rupees fine.
Their questioning was like very gross and personal, and they were like, "No, tell us what exactly and what you guys were up to." And then they were like, "Do you guys work in this office?" That moment like a bit scared us because it was coming to our image in the office and also to our reputation. They just continued with their questioning, and it didn't stop, and it was almost like we were criminals. Then the question went to the level that give me your parents' number, give your residence address, tell me your father's name, family background, everything they were asking.
The other day, I was watching a video in which couples spending time together were being humiliated and threatened by cops who think it is their responsibility to set people right.
What is this? You don't know? Chup. What? बिल्कुल silent. चुप. फोन लगा अपनी माँ को. फोन लगा अपनी माँ को. एक मिनट. फोन लगा अपनी माँ को. एक मिनट में नहीं सामने छड़ जाना. नहीं लगा अपनी माँ को. क्या चल रहा है यार? ये बंद कर दो. किसी के साथ में यहाँ पे तुमने देखा मेरे को? चलो.
But who are they to call our parents, suppress us, and interfere in something so personal? Why should they decide where I go and tell me what to do? I wished the young girls in that video had turned around and told the police, "Yes, call my parents. I will call my parents." That would have put the cop on a back foot and changed the entire power equation.
So you see young boys and young girls. The girls also like 10th standard, 9th standard. They come out from the classes, they have their bags and all, but they stand along with the boys behind the cars and all. If we don't shout, our children will be there in their place. So it is better, I think, you have to take a stick and make them run from here.
They even went to the extent that if you all don't tell the truth, we have medical hospitals, we will take you there and we will get you medically checked just to know that what you guys were doing.
नहीं प्यार ऐसा प्यार देख के प्यार नहीं बढ़ता है. They go in the other way. It's a vulgar प्यार.
You know, fear that जाने दो फिर से नहीं करेंगे, वापस नहीं करेंगे, एक बार गलती हो गई फिर से नहीं. We accepted the fact that we've done something wrong. So after this incident for few months it was like this. I hope nobody is watching. There's no cops around. It was that traumatic for me. I myself felt so ashamed. As I just told, that they made us feel so guilty and so ashamed of ourselves that I didn't wanted to speak about it to anybody. So much to girls' image. Girls carry that baggage, you know, you have to keep your family's name, your father's reputation, be it in relatives, be it in buildings, society, neighbors. And the minute the girl is found doing something not acceptable according to society, her upbringing and character is questioned, which ultimately comes upon the parents.
Sapna, if she finds doing something, no, I will first tell her father. about her. I will tell her father about her. Then we'll make her marriage to any Bihari person, whoever we get.
If women are coming home late at night from work carrying large bags, then it is perfectly acceptable. But the minute women are out to have a good time, it is not acceptable and they are labeled indecent and shameless.
It is ironic how couples are forced to turn to public spaces like parks, promenades, and coffee shops looking for privacy. And even more ironic that they hang out at places away from their own neighborhood, away from people who recognize them so that they don't land into trouble. But they land into trouble anyway from the moral police who believe that it is wrong for a boy and a girl to hang out together in public. You are relatively safer in a coffee shop because the overpriced coffee and glass screen gives you a class respectability. But these places are not completely safe either. One small shift in the social scenario and even these places come under attack.
I paid the fine and I got out of the police station. I was very angry and I was upset and I was in a general state of disbelief that something like this has actually happened. That I hugged and kissed my friend saying bye, and I was taken to the police station for that and threatened to be put inside a lockup. I really did want to complain against them, and because they told me that the only way I can do this is in court, I wanted to go to court. And when I went to the court and they gave me the charge sheet, then I realized that they had booked me under sections which were very weird. Selling objectionable material in a public place.
Obscene, vulgar, indecent. I wonder who decides the limits for these. There isn't a clear definition of what constitutes obscenity. That's something the law doesn't state either. This is an attack on our fundamental rights as citizens and human beings. By giving in, we lose our right to choice.
Something shocking coming out of Uttar Pradesh this morning, the latest case of moral policing. Policemen have resumed the drive called Operation Majnu to crack down on couples. They claim this drive will curb eve-teasing. Policemen were seen harassing couples in a park and forcing boys to do sit-ups. They've been picking up couples in other parks and malls as well and questioning them in public.
The senior officers were told by the Chief Minister Mayawati to identify troublemakers in every district, go up to the eve teasers but not go after couples. She also said that they were not allowed to do moral policing, but somehow it seems that the UP police has been doing this for the past couple of months because they think that there's a lot of obscenity in parks.
So it looks like at some level they got under pressure because of the complaints that they were getting, but they don't want to admit it at an official level.
It should come out somehow. It has to come out. And if I'm not going to talk, who else is going to talk about it?
Spending 14 months behind something as silly as this does seem ridiculous, but at the same time I think it was very essential that I do this because otherwise the cops were just getting in a comfort zone, I think, of just catching people, booking them and moving ahead with it.
It's strange that we don't mind our children watching all kinds of violence in cartoons, but we have a problem with them watching two people kissing or hugging. And we constantly blame it on Indian culture. What is Indian culture really?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। हमको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। टैक्सी में प्यार करना गलत नहीं या रोड पे प्यार करना कहीं भी गलत नहीं है।
अब उनको उतना ही टाइम ही मिला, उनको टाइम ही नहीं मिल पाता, उनको जगह ही नहीं मिल पाता। प्रॉब्लम है उनके सामने, तब ऐसा वो हरकतें कर रहे हैं।
दरिया किनारे बाइक लगा के चालू, प्यार की भूख में बुझा लूं, बाहों में लेके काबू में ना रह के करेंगे अब खुले में प्यार। जगह कहाँ है मुंबई में यार, जगह कहाँ है मुंबई में यार, जगह कहाँ है मुंबई में यार।